Triumph Hurdle under orders and away, and Glen Hawk is the first to show. They make their way towards the first of the 8 flights. It's Glen Hawk and Shaftesbury from Donegal Prince with Palace Dan up there. In the center of the flight, it's going to be Shaftesbury just going to land in the lead from Glen Hawk on the far side. Donegal Prince right up with them, and then comes Palace Dan and Shandir just behind him, and then Star Fen. Just in behind Star Fen is Herr Capitan, and then Hill of Splain and Cranbourne Tower right up with them. The back marker at the moment is Mr. Nile. And it's Glen Hawk now in the lead from Shaftesbury. In third is Donegal Prince, then comes Shandir. Behind Shandir is Gleeson, with over on the far side Cranbourne Tower, with Asmar right up with them too as they come down to the next flight. Over the second, Shaftesbury and Glen Hawk from Donegal Prince in third and Gleeson 4. Just behind Gleeson is Shandir. Then comes Herr Capitan and Asmar, and behind them Palace Dan. Behind Palace Dan is Chris, and then on the inside Cranbourne Tower. Then comes Toranaga, the main hope of Ireland. Behind Toranaga on the inside is Tumble Gold. Just behind Tumble Gold is Mount Harvard, and then Corker, and then comes Good Ruler and Ben Moore on the outside. Heighlin on the inner. Behind them come Batista. Behind Batista is Hill of Slain, who's got a lot to do at the moment. Then Jubilee Saint. Behind Jubilee Saint is Casanova Kid, Mr. Nile, and Scottish Sound in rear. And at the third, Glen Hawk and Shaftesbury together from Jubilee Saint. On the outside then comes Gleeson, on the inner is Shandir, then Cranbourne Tower, then Herr Capitan on the outside. Asmar comes next. Toranaga in the center of the group there, and didn't jump that terribly well, the fourth. And it's Glen Hawk and Shaftesbury from Donegal Prince on the outside, with Gleeson also. Cranbourne Tower is close to them. Shaftesbury and Gleeson together. Cranbourne Tower moving up on the inside. Gleeson on the outer. Donegal Prince comes next. Behind Donegal Prince is Mount Harvard. Racing right over the far side now, with only 3 flights left to jump, and Glen Hawk in the Daily Express colours in the lead. John Frankham from Shaftesbury, and Gleeson showing on the outside, John Joe O'Neill, as they jump the third last. And there it was Glen Hawk, Shaftesbury and Gleeson. Then comes Cranbourne Tower. Making ground towards the leaders is Batista. Just behind Batista, Toranaga's got quite a bit to do. Glen Hawk at the top of the hill in the lead, with 2 flights left to jump, but a long run to the line. Glen Hawk in the lead. Cranbourne Tower on the inside. Palace Dan right up there. And then on the outside, Gleeson. As they come down now towards the second last flight in the Daily Express Triumph Hurdle, it's Glen Hawk and John Frankham in the lead. From Gleeson over on the far side, Shaftesbury right up with them. Toranaga's coming there strongly on the far side. Cranbourne Tower on the inner. Batchacre Hall is coming there as well. And Bampty Grey also. And as they jump that one, it was Batista on the inside who led from Toranaga and Bamp, and it's Batista now from Toranaga, Bamp, and then Cranbourne Tower in the royal colours. But it's Batista in the lead. Star Fen is now second. They've got a long run to the final flight. Batista and Star Fen. Batchacre Hall over on the far side. Heighlin is coming there strongly. Just in behind them, Cranbourne Tower and Mount Harvard. As they come to the final flight, Star Fen, the stable companion of Gleeson, just hits the front from Batista on the far side. Heighlin is third. 4 is Batchacre Hall, and 5 Mount Harvard. Star Fen in the lead from Batista as they come to the final flight. Star Fen lands in the lead. He's down. Star Fen a faller. He's hampered Heighlin, and Batista striding away. It's Batista now as they race up towards the line from Heighlin and Mount Harvard. But Batista is weakening, and Mount Harvard is putting in a great run, and Hill of Slain is coming there strongly too. But it's Batista from Heighlin. Heighlin challenging Batista, 25 yards. Heighlin and Batista. Heighlin just gets there on the line in a photo. Heighlin from Batista. Hill of Slain is third. Heighlin just wins it in a photo, I would say, from Batista, with Hill of Slain third and Mount Harvard 4. Then came Mr. Nile and Batchacre Hall and Casanova. Flairton behind them was Tumble Gold. And looking right back down the field, Sir Chris is the last to